Back to Trails to Daybreak. We're gonna immediately be getting off
What's
into a little
next?
event here with Barry. Van made his way to the Eastern Cuisine restaurant of the Tyrell district and ordered meat buns for takeout. Great, I'll just find somewhere to sit and eat these bad boy. Huh? Mommy, where are you? Mommy! Stop crying. This wouldn't have happened if you hadn't wandered off like that, Mina. Wah. Hey, it's okay, you two. Everything's going to be fine, I promise. Want me to take you guys to the police station? I'm sure they'll help you. Really? Does that mean my brother and I will be able to go home? Absolutely. For all we know, Abby and Umi could be there waiting for you two already. What are those? Anyway, could you take us there? I don't know where to find it. Sure, no problem. It's not that far away at all. We might even run into, your parents on the way. It's gonna be a little bit of a walk. Will you be okay? Yeah. I knew she said she would be hanging around here, but I didn't expect to find her helping out like this. She knows the city pretty well at this point, so there's probably nothing to worry about. But still, gotta keep an eye on her just in case. I can imagine Van walking, eating his little food he's got there. We're here. This is the Seaton district. I got a little lost and took the long way around here, though. What is that? It smells delicious. Stop running off! Wait, that's not the way to the police station. Oh, God. Where are you going in the summer, young lady? It's a little late for children to be running around alone. Hey! Oh, don't worry about us. I'm just taking these lost kids to the police station. Alright then, just don't get lost, okay? I'm heading on home myself. Whoa! Hey, you're fast. I'm just glad he didn't cause any trouble. The street goes to the police station, so just stick with me, okay? Okay. Yeesh. Had me sweating for a second. Wait, what are they doing? That's the wrong way. Huh? What are kids doing out this late? We were just getting the party started. You brats trying to spoil our fun? I'm scared. Help! This is just a mess tonight. Look, we're not up to anything. We're just passing by, so could you please let us through? What was it? Don't you get uppity with us, brat. You want through us, huh? Well, sorry, kid, you gotta pay the toll, you see? Us poor boys gotta eat. Inflation really be hitting us hard. What should... Why should I pay you, Mira? Do you not have jobs? There are plenty of places you could work to get some money. Say that again, you little punk-ass bitch. You wanna go? Spoiled rotten. Never got taught to respect your elders. Well, let's give her a little lesson then. She'll pay in teeth. Oh no. Youch! A coin? Ow, what the shit? How can a little girl hit that hard? Do you still want to fight? Or do you just want to come with me to the police station? No, ma'am, we're good. We're gonna start working tomorrow, yeah. Working real hard. Are you okay? Holy cow, you beat him up in a flash. You're so cool. I want to be strong like you when I grow up. Oh, that was nothing. I had some help there, too. Oh, I was just making sure you didn't kill him. The precinct's just over there. Don't want to keep your parents waiting, right? They arrived at the station to find the parents waiting for them. They scooped up the kids with open arms, relief washing across their faces. Barry and Van were showered in thank yous before they made their way out. Thanks for that, Van. You told the parents to come to the station, didn't you? Huh?
I don't know what you're talking about there. How about you, though? Never pegged you as the type to take initiative like that. You could have just left it to the adults, but nope. You really took the reins there.
They kind of reminded me of my own siblings, so I couldn't just leave them.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying something about that. You got a brother and sister, right? You did kind of give off big sis vibes, the way you were helping them.
Hey, that's embarrassing. I am a big sister, though. My little sister's 10 and my little brother's 8.
Hmm, your mom and pop sure got busy. Must be hectic growing up in a tribe like that.
Yeah, being one of the older children, I would help Umi around the house, and I'd look after the other kids too. They'd sneak in combat training whenever I got the time, and sometimes I would sneak a peek at the tribal meetings. It was pretty crazy looking back on it. I didn't get much time to rest because I was always training and helping out. Not to say this job is easy. I'm not swacking, I promise.
Hey, don't worry about it. I know you. I know you are. How'd the little ones take it when you left? They cry when reliable had to weed the nest?
Well, yeah. My older brother left a few years ago himself. He only comes back to visit once a year. He's all by himself out there now.
Hmm.
I want to grow up to be like him, so I feel like that's something I gotta do too. That's what I told my younger siblings when I left. But honestly, I still don't know why we need to do this, or why my brother needed to. He could have lent that strength to the tribe and helped us all grow back home.
So, you never heard why he left?
No, but I think Abi knows. He gave him permission to leave. I just wish he would tell me.
I see.
Well, maybe he has his reasons, and maybe when I'm all grown up, he can tell me. I've got a long way to go before I can call myself a warrior anyway. So that's my goal. I'm gonna grow strong enough for Abi and my brother to accept me as a real warrior.
Hey, that's the spirit. She's more reliable than I gave her credit for. Felt like I'd have to babysit her at the start, but nope.
Something wrong, Van?
Oh, nah, it's nothing. Anyway, I got those meat buns from the Eastern restaurant over by Tyrell. Want some?
How'd you know I was hungry? I love some!
Those meat buns didn't last long. Van and Fairy quickly resumed their patrol, bellies appeased.
May Arusha grant you her protection, Van.
I'm beat today. Is it just me, or have the other districts been calling in more help lately?
Catch a revival showing of the smash hit.
Because I swear my shoulders and back are killing me more than usual. Oh, Karen, just how old are you? You're starting to sound like an old man, going on like that. How's about I give you a little massage, My mom tells me I've got hands like an angel. That's okay, Nancy, you don't have to do all that. She sure is soothing to be around, though. I can feel my muscles loosening up already just from her talking. Well, now I wouldn't be surprised if you got a little something going on there. What's wrong? I have something on my face? No, you don't. It's nothing. Thanks for the offer. I feel a little more relaxed already. You're not to worry. You're far too serious all the time, Karen. Always so uptight, always on high alert. How about I give you a shoulder rub, Well, let's get this show on the road. This city isn't going to patrol itself at night. We seem to be having some unsavory characters prowling around lately, but I've got them in my sights. Nothing escapes this officer's watch. Man, looks like the restaurant is packed today.
I guess it's time for me to start focusing my attention towards this year's Edith Girls collection. Basically, it's a fashion show that takes place on the night of the Revolution Festival. Huge trendsetter when it comes to next year's styles. As someone who recruits new modeling talent for a living, I always keep a close eye on the people and fashion they exhibit at the show every year.
Please step on up. Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your.
Oh, you're here late. What can I serve you this evening? There's a family from Elzium that often comes to the cafe in the afternoon. They appear to have finally settled in the city at long last. They've started telling me all sorts of things about their lives, such as the LMS educational outing, which is nice to hear. It seemed to be quite the struggle for them to get acclimated to their new environment, but these days they sound much more relaxed. I'm relieved.
Aramis Educational Visitation sounds awesome and all, but I like working here too. You get to see all kinds of people doing fun and cool things. And when I say all kinds, I mean all kinds. We get Aramis students, foreigners, musicians, a little of everything. That's why I can't bring myself to quit doing work like this. It doesn't hurt that Charles, the owner, has a personality that really invites everyone to just come in and be themselves.
My event company work has been really piling up lately. I'm worried about the company. The financial boost they get from reparations is bound to peter out soon. Oh well, nothing I can't do about it. I bought a book titled whatever. The Credit Union's Bankruptcy. The truth, but I think I'm in the mood for a novel.
Sure is fixated on the sky for some reason. Can't see anything myself, but who knows.
Did you know?
It's amazing we're broadcasting this year's EGC over the Orwell network. We've got to nail the production and get every detail right.
Right, we're going to make this the best EGC by a sledge, but it's going to take all of us working as a team to make it happen. I've gotten lighting gear all ready to go on my end. But what are we going to do for the background music? We want to start with something nice and subdued, don't we?
I've got an idea. What about that song that's been kind of popular lately? What was it called again?
Oh, I know the one. You mean the one with that really nice melody. I remember the singer. I think his name was Jess Branson.
One bullet can change
Carol,
your
is
fate.
something wrong?
Catch a revival
No,
showing
nothing at
of
all.
the
Don't mind
smash
me.
hit,
Of all
Wolves
people,
Requiem.
why'd it have to be him again? I mean, I'm glad he's getting noticed, of course, but still.
Jess Branson, you said, right? That could work. I'll get in touch with his agency and see what they have to say.
I know the president there. He was a regular of mine, so I'll ask him. They're doing it. They're really doing it. What do I do? I'm happy, but at the same time, what do I do? When it comes to heinous crimes in Calvert, they don't get much bigger than the whole devil-worshipping cult. They denied ADO's existence, and about a decade ago they were going around kidnapping kids. I was still just a little kid myself back then, and I remember them giving me the absolute creeps. Just thinking about them gives me chills all over again. The kind of chills a girl can't get enough of. When word gets out about the whole cult, it sent shockwaves across the entire country. This book of mine really is the best. Just thinking about them gives me chills all over again. What's with the dialogue kind of just repeating this time around?
Good grief.
Well, I heard.
I interviewed Walter Huckleberry earlier today. We were at a pretty relaxed location, but I still try to be careful with what I said. So he was definitely a nicer guy than I was expecting. I've come away from the interview feeling like I can write a deep, insightful piece about him.
Chen looked pretty stressed earlier. I'm guessing the editors must have some assignment on him that's outside his wheelhouse. In some ways, he's the opposite of Marielle. He's always down on his luck, but it's like she's blessed with it. That said, it did sound like he had some sort of success. I hope the final article turns out great.
It's strange I don't usually get so fired up when I'm doing an assignment like this. I better take that feeling and run with it.
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie.
Lyle, what are you doing in a place like this? Don't get any funny ideas. I'm not trying to do anything weird. I'm just on my way home from work. I work at the instrument store 3 times a week, plus I clean buildings and deliver newspapers to people. As a result, I know this area like the back of my hand these days. I've even seen you around here a couple times. Really? I never realized you were here so much. Wait, that's a lot of jobs to juggle. Isn't that too much? Well, my tuition and room and board aren't going to pay for themselves. I do what I have to do. They call me the part-time pro for a reason. And here I am, almost found myself respecting him for once. Turns out he's the same guy as ever. That's a lot of jobs you have, Lyle. At first, I was almost impressed, but
Hold on. Nothing to worry about.
you're the same old Lyle as ever, it seems. Huh? Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
How about some popcorn?
I heard they're going to be playing Golden Blood Director's Cut again at the theater. I missed my opportunity to see it last time, and I've been regretting it ever since. Now I have to see it. I was so worried that Director's Cut was just going to vanish into thin air after it left the theater. I'm so glad to be proven wrong.
You're just trying to see some Judith Booby.
How about some nice...
I was so fired up to take that popcorn seller head on, but it looks like he's mostly got his eyes on the movie theater and what they're playing. He got me all revved up for nothing. Guess he's the type of guy who can cool off as quickly as he gets fired up. Not that I can complain too much when I'm clearly attracting more customers than him, so I'd still say I'm getting the last laugh. Our little competition might have turned out to be a whole lot of nothing, but putting that aside, it's actually not so bad selling out here at night.
Catch a revival showing of the smash hit Wolves Requiem.
The smash hit Wolves Requiem.
Ah, welcome.
Smash hit my
I hope
ass.
to see you again.
If you're looking for Albert, he just went home. I still don't know how he juggles his student council duties and his job here. I overheard him talk about a school outing he'll be doing. He sounded a little concerned about it. I'm guessing it's because of the teenager things. Hang in there, kiddo. Your boss is in your corner. Albert's such a sweetheart. I cannot want him to succeed with whatever he's got going on. I hope he doesn't take his youth for granted. You never realize how precious those early years are until they're over.
I've been held up at the press corps, so I haven't had any time to find leads on stories from other places. Though it's nothing I can't fix by calling in a few favors. Maybe I'll try and strike a deal with one of the small-time news agencies. As soon as I offer to set them up with one of my contracts in Parliament, I'll have them eating from the palm of my hand.
This night's just getting started.
Huh? What the? He's already gone through all the flyers and sales slips? Not only that, but he also took care of next month's ingredient list and tweaked the menus? And there's a note. Get these back to Miss Mal. Also, apologize to her for getting carried away while you're at it. He sounds so mad, and how is he so freaking capable? Oh, I'm sorry for all the yelling. I should get back to work. I just don't understand how Kalhan is so talented. I'm half convinced he isn't even human.
What are you doing down there, boy?
My dog is for some reason trying to lay on the ground.
Let's see.
Please, take your time while you're here. Relax and enjoy.
Kunming's got guts, bossing Kohan around like that. She's completely clueless about our true line of business, and personally, I like to keep it that way. Things are heating up behind the scenes, so if I want her to stay out of harm's way, I'll have to redouble my efforts. I better link up with, you know, I'm gonna just end up not talking to her anymore.
Hey, been keeping busy with them patrols?
About as busy as you've been with that drinking, it seems.
I thought you would have made a beeline for the Blacklight District or something.
You know me too damn well at this point. Yeah, I'd be down there right now if it weren't for what Zhao and the rest said earlier. We're finally about to close in on A after all this time. Bastards. Once we know what their endgame is, all we have to do is move in and crush them. Hey now, don't get too ahead of yourself, alright? Once they know something, I'm sure they'll be in touch. I know we don't have the most fun job in the meantime, but it is what it is. You got that right. Don't get me wrong, Chief, I know trying to rush things is just asking for trouble. I can be hot-headed, but I'm not an idiot. I think I'm gonna order some food, too. Make sure I'm recharged when it's time for us to go in and kick some A's in the garden's asses. What do you say? Anyway, I can get you to treat your little lackey to a little something extra. Promise I won't call you an old man for 5 minutes. Sorry, punk. I ain't made of money. You'll have to pay for whatever you want on your own, Mira.
Well,
Today's been a hell of a crazy day, but at least we got enough out of it to make all that bullshit worth it. Think I'm gonna order some food. Make sure I'm... Okay, they really are just repeating some lines. It's kind of disappointing.
I heard they're casting an Easterner named Nina Fenry as Sheena Dirk in the upcoming Gloria movie. Did the director sweep through his history class or something? Sheena Dirk was white.
And have you not seen her skin color? Looks pretty white to me.
You can't favor diversity over historical accuracy. It's plain wrong. Plus, if they wanted to cast an Easterner general, Atkinson was right there. He was a mixed race. Oh, for idiots' sake, why must they show that Salvatore Gotti's travesty again? They already suspended it once. Did they suddenly decide it had value? Ridiculous.
I've been learning to be able to just shorten down some dialogue because it really can just be shortened down. It doesn't have to be so
Hello.
long.
Thank you.
The shopping center here is always so busy at night. It has this unique atmosphere that I'm fond of. It seems these two are enjoying the movie together before they came here. I'll have to serve up some of my tastiest drinks to keep the conversation flowing for them.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
I'm sure you don't need me to tell you how popular Wolves Requiem is. We started screening that at night alongside the director's cut of Golden Blood, though the latter has an age restriction in place. Director Gotti wanted the version to be screened because, in his words, it leaves nothing on the table. Many moviegoers also express interest, so in spirit of supporting Vegas films, we ultimately decided to show it.
Thank you for your visit today.
We decided to once again screen Golden
The
Blood
showing on
Director's
screen one
Cut.
will soon begin.
After receiving complaints about its content, we initially put it on
If you have a
hold.
ticket,
However, we
please
believe the
proceed to the
freedom of
entrance.
expression, so it's back now. As the story goes, director Salvatore Gotti sought to make a more extreme film than what ultimately came out. However, after some persuasion from the
We have
film's
merchandise
distributor
for the
and
movie on
Judith
sale at the
Lanster's
shop.
talent agency, he dialed it back from the original release.
Why not buy a souvenir to remember
Damn,
your
bro, you
visit?
mean I'm gonna miss out on the perfect
Well,
Judith bedroom scene? We've also begun to show Midnight Memories as of this week. The film has attracted some attention among a subset of horror fans. I must say, in spite of its low budget,
you for your
the sense of
visit.
immersion that comes from its mockumentary farming is
The
rather
showing on
incredible.
screen two will
Some
soon
viewers
begin.
have even asked if it was recording of actual experience that we found.
If you have a ticket,
Hello.
please proceed to the entrance.
Alright, what are we playing? So we're curious. Golden Blood Director's Cut. Which ones? It's a key item, right? Midnight Memories, this time, we've already done Sober Curious. Good.
Hello.
So I guess we'll be watching,
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at
look
the
at
shop.
Golden Blood Director's Cut. That's what everyone's talking about right now.
Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
Let's grab a seat. A sinister pharmaceutical company seeks to shake the very foundation of the world with a deadly engineered virus. What in the Resident Evil? Tasked with stealing its design documents, Zoe and her partner Rick begin sniffing for clues which leads them to the chief developer at the lab. Zoe attempts to get close to her target in a way that she, as an A-class spy, does best. Fucks him. Oh gosh.
Stop it, please! I told you, I've already got a boyfriend.
Oh, I heard you loud and clear. I also recall you saying that he's buried neck deep in debt. Tell you what, I'll pay off his debt in full on one condition. Break up with him and be mine. If you still refuse, then I'm afraid I must ask you to resign. So what'll it be?
Oh, Rick. I'm so sorry. Could you at least look away, sir? I'm really not used to this sort of thing.
My, aren't we shy? Very well. Just don't keep me waiting.
Oh my god, he was... Well,
Yes, that's
oh
a
my
good
god.
girl. There's absolutely nothing to be embarrassed about. Psych! I'm gonna have so much fun stripping you bare.
Whoa!
Gotcha, you naughty boy.
Oh my.
Now you know we have to make that the thumbnail.
What the? Why are you here?
And... oh no, what, you?
Of all the people I could have run into, why did it have to be you? You're not going to tell Agnes about this, are you?
Nah, your secret's safe with me, kid. I won't tell your president friend either. I just find it quaint that your idea of mischief amounts to some good old lying about your age while you're sneaking out of the dorm.
Wasn't talking about that. I mean, definitely don't tell the girls about those things either. I'm more worried about them finding out what I watched, so...
Uh-oh.
I can't believe you. You, of all people, broke curfew. You had me worried. Odette, why are you here? Renee figured if I find you anywhere, it'd probably be the movie theater. And what do you know, she was right. I'm glad you at least had Van with you. What do you two watch here anyway?
Funny you should ask that. We ended up catching the same movie. It's supposed to be adults only, but he wanted to see it so badly I decided to sneak him in with me.
I see. What were they playing at this hour that Albert had to ask? Ooh, so that's what you saw, was it? What? What's with that look? Nothing, nothing. You're just a teenager guy at the end of the day. I'm begging you. Whatever you do, please don't tell Agnes.
Van's conversation in the theater continued for a brief period. Soon enough, however, the two sides parted ways in the lobby. From there, Van got on with the rest of his evening. Yes, why would I hold off?
I don't... What is with that hand gesture, dude? Like, it's like, what is that hand gesture?
Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
Van just goes like, God damn, I wish this was real.